Well, I think our favorite restaurant at the time was right on Prairie Avenue, across from the shopping center. That was Ma Farrell's Soul Food Restaurant. And, you know, it would be, she wouldn't cook chitlins all the time, but the times that she did cook them, the place would be packed. But certainly everybody was there for that fried chicken and the collard greens and
Mm-hmm.
potato pie, whatever the potatoes or whatever else came with whatever else you wanted in there. So Ma Farrell's was that was the that was the joint, that was the place. And then on Prairie Avenue, right across from the playground as you head toward Point Street, there's
Mm-hmm.
only one house on the corner now, maybe three houses down. There was Mr. Brady's restaurant. So Mr. Brady, he was a member of the Nation of Islam. So of course we would go in there and there'd be some great discussions as we ate those, because they didn't eat pork, but you had the mambo burgers
Mm-hmm.
and some bean pie, and there'd be some, and his daughter was cute behind the counter. So we'd go in Mr. Brady's restaurant there. And also a lot of people don't remember it, but Wes's Rib House started on
Yes,
Broad Street.
yes, it did. I remember
Bobby,
that.
and he might have sold his rights to somebody else in his recipes, and of course now it's a big gigantic restaurant now.
The food is
But
nowhere near as good as it
I
was
know
on First Street.
that was a black man that started Western Rib House right up there
Mm-hmm.
on Broad Street. So those were our favorite. Ma Farrell's, Mr. Brady's restaurant, and Wes's Rib House on Broad Street. Those were kind of our favorite restaurants.
Mm-hmm. I remember getting collard greens out of Ma Farrell's, and it was the first restaurant that I ever went to where you could get collard greens, fried chicken, cornbread, the whole nine yards. You know that what we call Southern meal, that down home meal on one plate. You know, and I mean,
Right.
I don't think anybody else. I was 5 years old. I don't think I knew anybody else had a restaurant that was selling collard greens. You know, so yeah, I loved going there. My cousin Leela Isom, who was her and Junior were getting ready to get married. So she married Junior Isom. And when they were dating, they used to take me out, and my favorite place to go and eat was Ma Farrell's. But I
Yeah.
was only about 5 years old at the time.
And it just calls, we had even though they were mainly restaurants, and we had a number of uh, small businesses then. And, a few barber shops. You had the little groove maker,
Groovy.
Donald McCarthy,
Yeah.
the record shop in the shopping center and the Browns liquor store. So
Mm,
we did have a few more small businesses than we have today. And
absolutely.